Hello guys, and welcome to episode number 45, where we will be solving 5 more SQL problems, this time from Amazon, 4 of them from Amazon and 1 of them from Facebook. So let's get started with problem number 1 right here. We have to calculate total weight for each shipment, and the tricky part here is we have to add it as a new column. That screams to me partition by. Your output needs to have all the existing rows. In addition, so we have to add a new column which represents the total weight for every row based on the shipment, based on this shipment ID. So basically looking at this right here, we have to add a new column right here. It has to represent total weight, and this would be in integer. And we will be using the weight right here. So one easy way to do that is we have to select everything, and now we have to add. And what do we want to add? We have to add the sum of weight, the total weight. And now how do we want to add it? We have to use the over, and we're going to say partition by, and we want to partition by the shipment ID right here. For it kind of sounds like for each shipment ID, give me the sum of weight for that particular row. We're going to name this total weight, and now we're going to run it, and there we go. If we compare the two tables here, this is the one on the left and the one on the right. Here on the left we have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, and here on the right we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. We have this one, the total weight, the one we added. So it's going to look right here for every shipment ID, and it's going to sum up the entire column here only for this shipment ID. It exactly sounds like a group by, and then it's going to slap it right here, because you see here we have 101, 101 again, and here we have 40, 40 because it's per shipment ID. Down here we have 102, which has 50, 103 has 55, and if we go down, we're going to see duplicates. 103 has 55, 55, so you get the idea. Problem number 2, we have to find all workers whose first name ends with letter A. That's it. Now find all workers, I'm just gonna click the expected because I don't know if they mean just this or all of the rows or just the name. So they want all of the rows. So find all of the rows, all of the details where first name ends with letter A. Now we can do this in 2 ways. We can use the write function. We could use the write function. We could say first name, 1 character equals with A. This should work. And there you go. Monica, it ends with A, right? Or we can also do it. Let me put it here, down here, so I can comment it out. We can also say first name like, and then we want anything before A. This would be the same thing. So if I click here, it's the exact same output because it does the same thing. Now I personally don't know which one is faster, but these are 2 of the options you can use. So quick recap here, we want to show all of the rows where the last letter is A, and we have here 2 ways of doing this. There might be more, but I just showed you 2 of them. Problem number 3, print the first name after removing white spaces from left side. Remove white space left side. That's simply a left trim function. We're going to say select L trim. Now the field, what do we want? First name. We're going to call this name change from our table name right here. And this should be the final answer. There we go. Basically, it's removing a space from before the first letter. So right here, there would be, yeah, there you go. You see that blue? That would be, they have a small space bar in there. And we're removing that with the ltrim function. Problem number 4, find all workers. Again, we don't know if all the details or name or worker ID whose first name contains 6 letters. That's a filter. And also the first name ends with letter H. Another filter. We have 2 filters. Display all information. There we go. Now we have some clarity here. All information between these 2. So we have 2 filters and we have to show everything. So we're going to keep the asterisk there. We're going to say where. Now we have first name to contain 6 letters. Then for that we have a function called length. So the length of a first name is going to return the amount of characters it has. So we're gonna check if it has 6. Now we also want to check if it ends with letter H. It's basically the previous one, I believe. The second exercise, it's this one. We can check for the first rightmost character to be whatever we want, or we can use the light function here. We're just going to use the light function. So we're going to say first name like everything before and then H, and this should be the final answer. There are 2 people right here. So quick recap, we want to show all the details for the workers where the length of their name is 6 and the last letter in first name is letter H. And problem number 5, guys, the last one for today. We have been tasked with finding the worker ID. Individuals who logged in during the second week filter, December filter, 2021 a filter, or you could say this entire thing here, the date is a filter. But then we get even more clarity between this date and this date. So that makes it even easier. And we have to do the unique worker IDs. Unique here, distinct worker IDs, right? So we're gonna say distinct worker ID where, and now let's check out the date here. This is the date, and it's a it even has the time. Now there are multiple ways of doing this, but what I like to do, because I like to write less, if I have to check for the, in here we have to check December 2021. We could check year of this to be equal with 2021 and month of this equal to 12, or what I personally like to do is take the login timestamp, actually put the left function first. We're going to say if the leftmost characters to be equal with 2021-12, which would represent December of 2021. And then we just have to count the number of characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if the 7 characters of the timestamp are these, it means it's December. Now for the week, we actually have to use the day function, and we're going to say if it is between 13 and 19. And this should be the final answer. Worker 1, 3, 4, and 5. So quick recap here. We want to show all the different worker IDs from the month of December in 2021, right here. And the day has to be between 13 and 19, which represents the second week. So that was it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoy these kinds of problems, I highly encourage you to join the StrataScratch community. Consider using the affiliate link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.